Let's talk about Indiana. First top 10 in a long time, really long time. They're undefeated. Just throttled Michigan State.
The spread is 21.
The spread is 21.
The spread is 21.
For a top 10 matchup.
That just really shows.
That is, to me,
Man,
that is showing.
I think it's fair. I really do think it's fair.
Do you really think it's fair?
Yeah, and I think they're going to beat them by 21.
I don't see that happening at all. I don't see it.
Listen,
Let's talk through this.
I love Indiana. Okay, I love Michael Penix Jr. And I think their defense is pretty solid. I think this is a statement game for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I think they're going to come on. I think they're going to throttle them.
Their statement game was supposed to be Penn State. Penn State's trash.
So
I think right now, Ohio State wins this game without a doubt. 21 points, not a chance.
Listen,
I see this game as Ohio State winning by maybe 10 to 14 points. And it's not an indictment on Ohio State. It's more of Indiana giving them a run for their money. Now, when Kevin Wilson, who was actually the offensive coordinator at Indiana, at Ohio State, who was the head coach of Indiana, gave Ohio State a run for their money a couple years. Now Tom Allen's there. He's got this team fired up. They're super excited. All this stuff is happening up in Bloomington. I'm telling you, listen to me. Do not take that spread. Do not take it. This team is playing their destiny right now.
I trust
This is the last time they're going to have a chance.
I trust Las Vegas. And the line would not be at that if they didn't think it was fair. Vegas does not get ripped off. They don't. It doesn't happen.
I'm just telling you, man.
They've got all those big shiny buildings out there for a reason. My dad says it all the time. They make so much money week in, week out.
I hear you.
The line would not be that high if they did not think it was going to be in that range.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. We talked about this already. Ohio State's due for one of those games that's kind of like a letdown. Who is going to let them down after this?
Listen, I think that you might say that like
nobody
on paper, but like you have to think. Why would Vegas have it at 21 points if it's a 3 versus 9 matchup?
Because they want you to take that. That's the same thing as Clemson and Boston College. No. It's the same thing as Clemson and Syracuse. They want you to take that line.
They're giving
you a 21.5 on a top 10 matchup.
I would even wager that they win by 28. I don't think it's going to be close.
A top 10 matchup. It's 21 points.
I think Indiana is outperforming the ranking.
Maybe. We talked about that, and I agree with this. But I think for them, this is their Super Bowl. This is their last chance.
They're playing at Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't care. This is their last chance to go out there and show, hey, we're a decent quality team.
So you're taking Indiana to go into Ohio State.
Yes.
And Ohio State's the biggest game of the year. Did Ohio State have a bye week last week, if I'm not mistaken?
No, they had their game postponed, completely canceled against Maryland.
Against Maryland.
And if we thought Maryland was going to put points on them, you think Indiana's built better than Maryland right now. They have a defense. They have an offense that's steady and consistent. Freifogel right now looks like one of the best receivers in the country. And we talked about this before. Shaun Wade is a little bit of a liability. On that matchup, I might take Freifogel.
I'm gonna take Ohio State by a score of 52-24.
I'll take it. Whatever. I'm telling you, we'll come back next week.
The win and the I will stake my reputation on this. Ohio State is going to kill them.
Okay.
And I like Indiana. I hope Indiana wins. I hope I'm coming on here next Tuesday and I'm like, I'm a moron. That's what I hope. But
look, I'm not taking Indiana to win. If Indiana wins, that throws a wrench in all of this because Ohio State
that would be bad for Clemson
to get back into.
That would be bad for Clemson if Indiana won.
It wouldn't.
You don't think so?
Because Clemson don't have a chance to go play the number 2 team in the country.
But what if Ohio State?
If Ohio State loses, they drop it in 4 because Clemson would move up.
So you think Clemson will get the 2-3, but they're going to get that anyways.
Yeah, they're gonna. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be in 3.
Them.
I think the highest that Clemson can go is there would be 2. They're not jumping Alabama.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. I think the highest Clemson can go is Alabama because I feel like if Ohio State loses to anybody, which is a possibility, if Wisconsin keeps playing as good as they do, they get into the conference championship game. Who knows? Who knows though with the eligibility because all these games keep getting canceled as opposed to the SEC's postponement. The Big Ten is actually just going ahead and canceling this game. So that hurts a little bit. And plus, again, if Ohio State, who's already playing a shortened schedule, has another game, so they have one game that they couldn't play and will not make up, and then loses to Indiana, a top 10 team, then we'll see what happens. But I think Ohio State's a great team. I think they're one of the top 3 teams for a reason. I just feel like this might be a little bit of a mental trap game, and I feel like Indiana can sneak up on them a little bit.